Hello, my name is Simon and welcome to the Retro News Roundup. To start this episode is the news that the world record was broken for a price paid for a video game last month. $114,000. It's just for a copy of Super Mario Bros. On the NES as well. It was sold on the Heritage Auctions website and reached its sky-high cost because it was sealed and retained its original hang tab. That is one pricey hang tab. Next, no less than 3 Kickstarters were launched for retro game-related books. The first is for Retro Tea Breaks 1, which collects interviews with pioneers of the industry. Copy will set you back £15. Second is for the Crash Annual 2021, issue 101, which also costs £15 for a copy. The third is possibly the most exciting, and is titled Dreamcast Year 2, which tells the unofficial story of the highs, lows and discontinuation of Sega's final console. That will cost a smidge more than the other two, with a copy having a price tag of £16. Then to round off this barrage of books, Fact Hunt, which looks at a range of facts about video games, was released a while back, but I'm mentioning it now anyway. There you go, Larry. Finally, there will be a LEGO NES 2, for €230 no less. Also, Mario variations of Monopoly and Jenga were released. Don't question it, just accept it and move on. I am. Let's start this section with the Switch, as I fear change. The system received a number of Arcade Archive titles, namely P47, Gradius, Kangaroo, Kotetsu Kosai Strahl, and Burger Time. The console's online service also received 3 new titles for subscribers: SNES games Donkey Kong Country and Natsume Championship Wrestling, as well as the NES's The Immortal. Finally, the system received a remastered version of first-person shooter Crysis. Moving on to the PS4, it received a trio of Arcade Archive entries: P47, Kangaroo, and Kotetsu Kosai Strahl. A remake of Destroy All Humans also landed on the console. There was also the release of Samurai Showdown Neo Geo Collection on the Switch, PS4, Xbox One and PC. It includes the first 5 games in the series and a special version of the 5th. To finish, Twitch received a second wave of SNK titles, namely Metal Slug 2, Shock Troopers 2nd Squad, Baseball Stars 2, Sengoku 3, Ironclad and King of the Monsters. To start, pre-orders will open for the Analogue Pocket on August 3rd, with the handheld allowing you to play Game Boy, Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance cartridges. The system will be now launched in May next year and costs $200, with a dock allowing you to play via your TV costing you an extra $100. Next, the Polymega, the system that will allow you to play games from a range of systems including the NES, SNES, Mega Drive, Neo Geo CD and PlayStation, now has a definite launch date of November the 15th. You can't see this, but I've put definite in quote marks in the script, because I mean like that. The Commodore 64 dominated the homebrew scene last month with 4 new releases, namely COVID Attack 64, Keiko's Adventure, 1941 and 1/2, and Naddando. The 2020 Reset 64 4KB Craptastic game competition was also held last month, with various titles for the 8-bit console created, including Albert, Avoid and Blockheads. The Commodore 64's bitter rival the ZX Spectrum received a pair of new games in comparison: Parsec and Road Trippin. There was then 3 new games for the MSX: the Menace from Triton, Relevos Snowboarding, and Stupid Martians. Next, there was a pair of Amiga titles that flew the nest: Chicken Coop and Super Wormy the Worm-like Snake. To round off the new releases, Dizzy got into a spin on the Amiga XL and XE, Slipspeed dashed onto DOS and Windows 95, Diva Drifter drifted towards the Amstrad CPC, and Dizzy the Ultimate Cartoon Adventure cracked onto the Commodore Plus 4. Finally, for this section, a Kickstarter was launched for Where Is My Body for the Game Boy. A cart will set you back €35 and it'll launch in October. Quite a bit for this section, including the discovery of 2 Commodore 64 games that never saw the light of day: the Atari Soft conversion of Joust and Make My Day. Ultra Core, a title supposed to be released in 1994, was also launched on the PS Vita via PSN. And then finally, a prototype of N64 game Panel De Pon 64 was discovered. Apparently, it inspired Pokemon Puzzle League, but whether the rum of it will be dumped online is yet to be confirmed. 2 English language fan translations were released last month, the GB Memory multi-menu software for the Game Boy and Vampire Panic 2 on the PS2. That's all for this episode then, but thanks so much for watching, your support is hugely appreciated. So please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and please do stay safe. I'll see you next month.
Perfume de Zigitaris, a type of muscle relaxant gas.